Dave Jobin gets the call to ref this one between Sean P-Town Wilson and Junior hot-handed Hernandez, and we are underway. Alongside Joe the Nose Wilk, I'm Matt Kelly. 145-pound action here in the Victory Fighting Championship. And Joe, you've been waiting for this one.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to see this fight. Long time ago, years and years ago, had to be 10 years ago at least, I read an article in a martial arts magazine about this show, Victory Fighting Championships, with all these tough guys, Alonzo Martinez, Sean P-Town Wilson, everything like that. And that's what sparked my interest for this whole show. P-Town is definitely a staple, a mainstay of the Victory Fighting Championships. Junior Hernandez has been there, done that. He's been to the UFC and back. He's back here in Victory Fighting Championships. These guys are fighting at 145. Junior fought at 135 in the UFC. Sean looks to be in as good a shape as I've ever seen him. And I'll tell you, he's a dangerous guy. When he's on his game and taking it seriously, Sean P-Town Wilson is a very tough customer.
Yeah, there's no two ways about it. 35-22 as a professional mixed martial artist. 16-6 for Ramiro Junior hot-handed Hernandez. But nonetheless, man, records out the window here. P-Town is a tough customer. He'll fight anybody. I'm 6'4", about 300. P-Town would probably fight me if he had an opportunity, He doesn't care. He's game to go anytime, anywhere. And again, I think he said it in the pre-fight interview. He said that seriously, this is the first time that he's ever really felt like he's had a full training camp, a full, good training camp for a fight as Hernandez connects to the upper body with the kick there. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, the last fight for Junior Hernandez in the UFC, he's knocked out a guy that just won in the UFC tonight. He knocked out Drew Dober about maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10 victories ago. So neither guy a joke, and both ready to scrap here tonight.
Yeah, Junior Hernandez, the former lightweight champion for Victory, here fighting at featherweight and fought all the way down at 35 in the UFC. He's a guy that's covered a lot of weight classes, another very tough customer that has fought all comers. And what we've got is a good fight in our hands here. And it looks like they're both willing to strike for now. And Sean's doing a really good job of getting his strikes off and looking really comfortable in there.
And I'll tell you what, for a guy like Junior Hernandez, a guy that on paper coming into this fight against a guy like Sean Wilson who hasn't fought in a good while, the MMA quote-unquote expert would say that Junior is hands down the favorite here. But if you're a guy like Junior, a guy like Sean Wilson could be pretty scary, especially when he throws like that.
Yeah, Sean's just throwing big shots there. P-Town's got a lot of power, especially in his right hand. And when he's put his whole body behind it like that, man, he can knock out a heavyweight if he lands it.
Junior Hernandez in his pre-fight interview saying that this fight was supposed to happen years ago, and he said that Sean backed out. But I'll tell you what, Sean is certainly not backing down here tonight against the UFC veteran in his return to the VFC cage and the MMA cage, for that matter, in quite some time. Under 2 minutes to go here in round one.
That was a good little trip by Hernandez. That clinch work, that cage wrestling part of the fight game is an underrated part of it. And something so subtle right there. Such a small movement, just that little trip to get to the top position, and that could end up winning him the round if he's able to control Wilson for the remainder of the round from there. But
was that considered an up kick though? Was that an up kick there? Was that what's the difference between that and what happened in the Fonensteel fight?
I think the difference is that one referee noticed it and one didn't. It appeared to be an up kick to me, and then it looked like Junior was on the ground, and now we've got some blood from it. The ref didn't say anything. Maybe we got a warning out of it. I'm not sure.
But I'll tell you what, you saw the veteran fighter in Junior that continued. He didn't look for the official. He shook his head, obviously not probably happy with it, but guess what? He kept fighting, knowing that if he didn't, that could maybe be a bad deal.
Yeah, Sean's able to scramble back to his feet here. Let's see if he can take advantage. That cut could end up affecting the vision of Junior Hernandez, and the way Sean throws a big right hand, that could end up being a problem.
Man, look at the way Sean just lets it fly. He comes from all sorts of angles. He'll come up, he'll come down, he'll come from,
And Junior likes this kind of fight, too.
He absolutely does. This is a great fight for the fans here tonight.
Absolutely. I've been watching both these guys for a really long time. Both really good strikers with power in both hands, and they're out there trading right now. Good little uppercut by Hernandez there. Short little uppercut. Able to control the back here. I think that Hernandez might have came back here and won this round. It looked like Sean Wilson was in control, but switched it out on him here, got a takedown, ended up on top, and has been controlling ever since. It's almost like the blood woke him up, like we talked about earlier.
Final 5 seconds of round number 1. We'll be back with the second of 3 rounds here. VFC 44 on Fox 42 continues. Back here at the Ralston Arena, Omaha, Nebraska, VFC 44 continues on Fox 42. Second round action between junior hot-handed Hernandez and Sean P-Town Wilson. Hernandez in the black shorts, Wilson in the green and black. Round 1 goes to who, Joe?
You know, it was close. I'm going to give it to Hernandez because he was able to control from the top after that takedown and really kind of turn the round. P-Town was winning, Wilson was winning in the beginning and landing good shots, but I think that Hernandez was able to take over and steal that round there at the end, even though he was bleeding. But you never know with the judges. Again, a lot of times that blood affects their vision.
And both of these guys look very content to stand in front of one another and throw those gloves, which is exactly what the fans here at the Ralston Arena are excited about seeing. That's the kind of fight that I'm sure Joe Spinseri and Ryan Stoddard hope to get out of this one when they set it. And that's exactly what these two 145-pounders are giving the MMA fans here tonight.
Uh-oh. He clipped him. Stop it. Yeah, he clipped him.
Wow. He really should be blowing on his knee right there. Whatever the case, Junior Hernandez gets the victory over P-Town Wilson. We'll be back with the main event after this. This is VFC 44 on Fox 42.